We're going to get started in just a couple of moments. Thank you for your patience. Hello everyone, welcome back to Community Distance Reiki. Danielle here. I'm so happy to have you here with me this evening. If you're new here, go ahead and click that live chat button, introduce yourself, and set any requests for your greater healing good. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to all of your requests. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you'd like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description, as are all my social media and my email newsletter. So let's go ahead, dive on in. Thank you so much for your patience tonight, and let's get to building that grid. Oh, awesome. So we are starting out today with our usual mirror. This helps to reflect and deflect any negative energy. We've got copper to help break up any blockages. We are actually starting off with a couple of requests early. We have some blue lace agate, which helps with tension headaches, skin allergies, sore throat, and with communication, especially of topics that are really difficult for you to discuss. It's also really helpful for arthritis and fractures. Then we have moss agate, which is excellent at supporting your body through getting better from any kind of virus, infection, anything like that. It also helps us with our connection to spirit, and it helps with doing any inner child or higher self work. So, and peridot. This is wonderful for letting go of guilt, anger, and jealousy, and it also helps with boosting friendships. It's wonderful too for breaking bad habits, and it's great for any kind of digestive disorders. So let's go ahead and see what kinds of requests we got, who's here, and dive in. And let me adjust the light just a little. There we go. So we've got Patty and Key, Renee, Kanta, Chris, Tabs, Still Not Still, Jennifer Vatsa. So good to see everyone. So let's see. Oh, it's so good to see you all. Awesome. And these are some great requests. Loving it. Loving it. Okay, awesome. So let's start with Tabs with some of your requests. Overall well-being, organization, future planning, entrepreneurship, divination, connection with guides, and focus. Yeah, you got it. So let's do overall well-being. Can be definitely a moss agate. Future planning and entrepreneurship, tiger eye. Divination, connection with our guides. And focus. Okay, cool. So let's start with a little bit of selenite. This helps us to connect with our guides and our angels, and it also helps to clear the energy of our energy field and everything else around us. This is a lovely stone to even clear the energy of your crystals. Just make sure not to put it into water. Bumblebee jasper will be helpful for mental focus, and also lots of motivation, positivity, and confidence. This is a lovely stone for energy, vitality, focusing on a task, and even rallying everyone around a common goal. So that is Bumblebee jasper. It does have a good amount of arsenic in it, so do be careful about that. Super 7 is incredible when it comes to any kind of divination, intuitive work, whether it's through visionary work, whether it's through meditation, tarot cards, however you connect, this will help you do it. Also helpful for working towards our larger goals and making them a reality, helping to strengthen our energy field or aura, and it can also help with healing past lives and karmic factors. Lovely too for inner peace and harmony. So that is Super 7. And we have an interested kitty. Interested kitty, is that you, Hattie? is that you? Is that you? Yeah. Yeah, you're going to watch me build the grid? Okay. This is Celestite. This also helps us to connect with our guides and our angels. This one helps us as well with discernment. When we're getting a feeling or an insight or an intuition and we're not sure, is this really intuition or is this a fear or is this something else cropping up? I'm not quite sure. This helps with that level of discernment. So let's bring in that Celestite. Very angelic. And Tiger Eye. Tiger Eye is lovely for anything entrepreneurial, any kind of big planning. It's very protective, especially against things like envy and jealousy. It helps to bolster courage, strength, and inner balance. Helpful too for that big picture thinking, so you can really think about the future. And it also helps with study and research and gaining lots of facts. So as you start to dream big, this will help you to take those dreams and turn them into something more tangible, like planning big. So that is Tiger Eye. It's also naturally very protective on the spiritual level. So there's Tiger Eye. So good to see you, Tab. So glad you are here. And let's see. I think there might have been one that I am having trouble seeing. Just bear with me one moment. It's all good. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Wanted to make sure I got all the requests. So for next we have sad and overwhelmed, Chris. Gotcha. Well, let's bring in I'm sorry, Chris. Let's bring in some animal healing for Ava. Some green onyx, some snowflake obsidian. Okay, let's start here. So let's first start with some snowflake obsidian. This is really helpful for loneliness and inner peace. It's also really helpful for letting go of guilt, wonderful for clairaudience or the intuition that we hear, and it's helpful for hope after loss and helps to calm overstimulation and just good for body, mind, spirit balance. Black onyx can help quite a bit with grief as well as with ancestor connection. It'll also help to support self-doubt and support you with self-doubt, helping you to kind of let go of that, and also with lots of self-esteem. It's very protective, and it also helps to ground a lot of fear and anxiety. So that is black onyx. Leopard skin jasper will help with Ava's health. So leopard skin jasper is lovely for our animal companions and to connect with our animal guides and guardians. It's wonderful for anything impacting the skin, for attracting soulmate relationships, and with coordination and balance. There we go. Green onyx is another one that'll help with grief and sadness. It's very deeply soothing, especially when you're really upset. It helps with emotional shutdown and moving forward despite emotional pain. And it also helps us to make decisions that are in alignment with our highest good when we're really emotionally not in a great place to be making decisions. So that is green onyx. And honey calcite. I'm hoping that this can help bring some people into your life that you deserve. Honey calcite helps to call in the best people, friends, colleagues, neighbors, all of it into your life right here and now, the people that would bond with you the most and connect with you the most. Helps to support postmenopausal women, and it also helps to support optimism in really difficult times. So we'll bring that in. And one more I'm going to bring in is bloodstone. This also goes by the name heliotrope. It is superb for things like chronic fatigue, lifting despair, and just like emotional stamina. This is one that helps you soothe the heart center as well as the root, and that's your center of who you are as far as a person. So that's basic needs, primal urges, fears, anxieties. It can kind of balance both of those areas. It can also help to quiet the mind during meditation. It relieves self-doubt. And overall, it just helps to like lift the heaviness that you might be feeling. There we go. So, and I'm going to bring in some malachite too. Malachite helps us to process really difficult emotions so that we can leave them behind and move forward once and for all. It's also lovely for connecting with Archangel Raphael. This is a stone that connects also with arthritis, inflammation, and with better sleep, especially in cases of insomnia. It's helpful in cases of depression and anxiety, and in general too, phobias and fears. So that is malachite. So lots of love to you, Chris. We love you here. Yeah, and let me know if there's anything else. Back pain and hip pain. Let's do some joint support. Howlite is great for joint pain and bone pain, and it's great for supporting the bones and joints to work optimally and to heal after any kind of injury. Also really helpful on the emotional level when it comes to resentment, frustration, and anger. So we will bring that in. Yeah, this is a great one whether you're healing a fracture or worrying about bringing in more bone density. There we go. So I hope that that brings some help to you. Jennifer Vatsa, lots of love, good to see you. Soul integration, courage to do the scary thing, and heart chakra opening. Kunzite, rhodochrosite. Blue calcite and the Marian. I'm also going to bring in some crazy lace agate for you. I think it might be helpful. So rhodochrosite is going to be really helpful for Chris as well. So rhodochrosite helps with anything having to do with mother and maternal types of wounds, as well as helping to help connect us intuitively. It's lovely for the lungs and asthma. It helps with stress, headaches, and it can also help us to feel more connected with our ancestors. So that is rhodochrosite. I think I built this a little too big. Let's go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that looks better. Let's bring in some blue calcite. This helps to soothe quite a bit of emotional pain. It's also great for expressing the emotional pain that you might struggle to verbalize and get out of your kind of throat. It helps too with bringing healing revelations and lots of clarity around your physical situation. It helps with making decisions while still not being in the greatest place for it. And it can also help with just emotional first aid in general too. So that is blue calcite. But yeah, it's a great one for expression. Definitely works well alongside blue lace agate. Pink kunzite helps with compassion, attracting commitment-based love, and healing our heart after any kind of heartbreak. It's lovely for hormones, allergies, neuralgia, and also for coming back to yourself after anesthesia. Also helps new moms and sleepless babies. So that is pink kunzite. So much compassion and love in that stone. Lemurian quartz helps us to heal the past, whether it's past life or early childhood, and a lot of times there's connections to both. Wonderful for releasing the emotional pain of past events and traumas, and also helps with spiritual learning while you're healing, so that you learn about yourself, and this knowledge can be used to help you to heal in the future, and it can also help you to become a healer and use that wisdom that was earned through your own journey to help others. And crazy lace agate. This helps with courage, balance, and confidence. It brings in tons of protection, and it helps to balance the solar plexus, that center of self, with the heart. On the physical level, it's great for speech, eyes, and the skin. And it can also be really helpful for physical energy, especially if you feel run down. Wonderful too for connection to anything around phobias or fear. And it can help you to connect to spider energy. So if you have a fear of spiders, or if spider is like a spiritual guide for you, this is definitely a great stone to work with. So that is crazy lace agate. Okay, so good to see you. Still requesting help with physical and emotional exhaustion. Gotcha. This one. Okay, so let's start with some rose quartz. This is really great for those emotionally just bereft moments, those times where you feel like you really just need to absorb nothing but pure love. You're just kind of running on empty. It can also help with shifting our feelings about ourselves. So if you're shifting yourself into feeling like I deserve love, I deserve a good relationship, all those kinds of things, rose quartz is superb for all of them. So we will bring that in. We also have some rutilated quartz. This helps bring physical energy, especially if you're run down, and it also brings focus on the mental level. And if you're doing any kind of healing work or getting any kind of treatments for anything, regardless of if it's modern medicine or older stuff, this has long been thought to help focus those those remedies to where they're most helpful. In fact, this is often considered a beautiful talisman or gift to give to someone who is battling cancer. Like you're going through all those treatments. I hope they go to where they're most helpful. And I hope you get a nice boost of energy to bring them there. So, rutilated quartz and black and white banded agate. This helps with perception and logic, especially if we are intuitively connecting to our guides, our angels. This can help to take their like insights and turn them into something that works with your logic and really balancing both. It also helps to clear and stabilize your physical energy as well as the mind, and it's wonderful for financial stability, especially after any kind of big financial setback. Helps too with new beginnings, shifting perspectives, and lots of endurance. Lots of themes around death and dying, like the natural endings and beginnings. So there we go. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, physical and emotional exhaustion. I hope that helps. Let me know if there's anything else I can do. Yeah, I'm so sorry that was so hard, Chris. Oh, Renee, that's beautiful. May pink stars of love shower down upon you. I am listening to an evidence medium, and she has helped me truly believe that our loved ones are still around us. I feel my grandma around every so often. They're definitely. And when I did my grandmother's hospice, boy howdy, was the entire dead family there. It was like, I felt like just when I was a little kid and they were all around, and most of them I had actually met, but they had since crossed. They were definitely there, helping her, helping me. They are definitely there, but nothing really replaces having them physically there. So lots of love for you. But that's really beautiful, Renee. Thank you. You've been feeling this way for a long time, but you're lucky that you're finding your ideas are not weird and no longer have to keep quiet. Nope, your ideas aren't weird. You don't have to keep quiet. More and more folks are feeling comfortable to talk openly about it. And I'm glad that you feel comfortable enough here to do exactly that. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Kanta. Okay, so let's get into some of Patty and Keys. Red Tiger Eye, Tiger Iron, Amazonite. So smoky quartz is lovely for protecting property from theft and also with transmuting energy for the better. It's really helpful for calming worry, for removing energy blockages, for helping to retain hope in really uncertain times, and it's lovely for anyone who struggles with chronic pain. It can also help with flexibility in the body, but also in the mind. Rigid thinking can be really hard to contend with. It's like it cuts you off from source and from new ways of seeing things. So this helps with flexibility of the mind as well. Tree agate, this will support Tabs's request for general all-over well-being. So tree agate is sacred in Ayurveda, the sister science to yoga, and it helps to balance body, mind, and spirit on all levels very intensely. It is a very powerful stone that also helps to calm the emotional and physical nerves, to dissolve the ego, and help invite in a space of inner peace. It helps to notice and move on negative habits and patterns, and it also helps with making new connections. So that's tree agate. Amazonite helps with self-respect and self-care, especially for people who think of everyone else before themselves. It also helps with calming the nerves of the spine and the spine itself. So this can impact things like sciatica, neuropathy, back pain, all of the above. It's also very lucky, brings in lots of luck for winnings. And who's stepping on my foot? Is that a Hattie? I think it's a Hattie. What you doing, little Hattie Bumble Hattie? You want to come up? You want to say hi? You want to come up, say hi? You thinking about it? You're thinking about it? Okay. Tiger iron is tiger eye that has hematite and in some cases red jasper in it. It can help with clearing and restoring the blood. It helps boost your energy and relieve fatigue. Helpful for emotional balance, clarity of thought, and also boundaries, especially if you're someone who tends to take on the heaviness and the burdens of others. It's wonderful for nervous kids and animals, for your root and solar plexus, and possibly most importantly for us, creativity. That's a big one for us. So that's tiger iron. I'm going to just adjust the lights once more. There we go. Red tiger eye is highly protective and it helps to manifest financial abundance in a hurry. So it helps to bring in that quick money. This is also a really protective stone in the mundane side of things. People who would pick on you, gaslight, triangulate, spread rumors about, any of that kind of stuff, as well as anyone who does like the spiritual equivalent, like malevolent spiritual work. So that is red tiger eye. Septarian is lovely for muscle pain and spasms, skin wounds, and also emotional healing and growth. This can help us to really go deep into our emotions and see what's at the root of the issues, the habits and the beliefs, so that we can release them and start to grow and mature emotionally. So that is Septarian. Desert rose selenite. Fluorite helps us to find calm and centering amid the storm. It's a lovely stone for bringing comfort to newborns and new moms, to helping with relaxation just overall, but in general, thriving amid chaos. So that is fluorite. Pink opal helps with renewal, self-healing and meditation practices, as well as connecting with the angelic and spirit realms, especially if you're doing things like shamanic journeying. Helpful too for embracing nonviolence. It's thought really helpful for hypoglycemia and diabetes, and lovely for the heart, lungs, spleen, and connective tissue. So that is, hey, look, it's a little Hattie. That's pink opal. Hey, you gonna come up and say hi to everybody? Wanna say hi? Wanna say hi? No? Are you shy? Are you shy? Okay. Anhydro is any kind of stone that has formed around water, and it is very hard to see this on camera, but this actually does have a piece of water stuck within it. That helps fluid imbalances and also with helping to release any destructive emotional patterns. It's lovely for discernment too about credibility, whether that's information or people, and it's really helpful for connecting to the past, especially for healing, even with doing any kind of ancestral work or even learning about your ancestry or genealogy. It's also helpful for being amicable with folks who overall kind of aren't the easiest to get along with. So that's anhydro. Desert rose selenite helps with property and real estate, especially the paperwork behind those things, as well as finding a place to live. It's wonderful too for redefining ourselves and for big changes that take place through small, consistent efforts. It's helpful for relieving stomach upset, for helping with fighting off viruses, and it's great for the skin, especially eczema and acne. It's wonderful for men's health, as well as supporting the healing and well-being of our animal companions too. So that is desert rose selenite. There we go. And aquamarine helps with forgiveness, as well as deflecting pettiness, immature, passive-aggressive types of things. Also, it's like the anti-Karen stone, like keeping the Karens at bay. Helps too with body fluids, dental health, teeth and gums, and also with bringing about justice. So that is aquamarine. And I will keep coming back for yours too. Aw, thank you all for your support around my tarot readings. Appreciate you all. Good to see you, Lila Ray. Lila Ray intentions headache relief, adjustment to new work environment. You got it. Headache. Let's bring in some, for the headache first, let's bring in some pink tourmaline. Great for headaches and migraines and anything GYN related, any kind of gynecologic or women's health issue. It helps with mother-baby bonding, spinal injuries, and it can help to break down a negative self-image so you can get to know yourself a little bit better. Also, just helpful in general for so many things, especially hormones. So that is pink tourmaline. Dalmatian jasper can kind of help clear energy to give things a new fresh start. And that can be really helpful when you're transitioning into a new work role or anything like that. This has black tourmaline running through it, and black tourmaline keeps negative energy at bay. So going through a stone like this, it helps to kind of break up that negative energy. That allows us to get rid of jadedness and cynicism and kind of embrace what is now. It helps us to remove the stuck energy of the past. It's also really helpful for composure, physical protection, and any kind of digestive issue as well. So that is Dalmatian jasper. Yeah, it's great for cooperation too. So I think that that may help the work environment. Herkimer diamond is helpful for creating harmony. This is one that can help with bringing discordant energy back into something that's much more vibratory, much more comfortable. It helps too with relaxation, being in the present moment, and connection to spirit, as well as boosting anything you're manifesting. Also helpful for metabolism. So let's go ahead and bring these in. Labradorite. Labradorite helps with workplace harmony, so it's perfect for this, but it also helps with customer service and calming any kind of disputes. Wonderful for sleeping better too. Helpful for a keen eye to detail and for research as well as study. Helpful too for clairvoyance, and that's our spiritual sight. So that is Labradorite. Okay. Awesome. I hope that that helps. All the best to you, Lila Ray. Rainbow fluorite. I have fluorite, but I don't know it's technically rainbow fluorite. I'm sorry, Lee Nico. It's really good to see you, though. Let me know what you need help with, and maybe I have another stone that can help. Hey, you. Hey, you. Oh, who is this? Oh, who is this little baby? It's a Hattie. Saying hi to everybody. I'm getting a tickle. Yeah, you can stay here. Yeah. Yeah. No, you want to watch me build the grid? Okay, go ahead. She's been just sitting right off the grid lately. I have soda maybe 3 times a year, and today was that day. Hey, Sister Sheba. Lots of love. Affirmation Station, lots of love to you. Oh, I'm so sorry, TJ. Absolutely. Yeah, we can do that. Let's do some jet. Jet is a stone I often give to folks that are dealing with grief. It is wood that's been fossilized through really intense heat, usually a volcano. And it also helps to protect against the evil eye, paranormal, very protective stone. But this is good for folks who have experienced a loss and a passing, but also for anyone who is involved in any kind of end-of-life hospice type situation. So that is jet. So all the best to you, TJ. Oh, you're welcome, Chris. Let me know if there's anything else I can do. Oh, you're welcome, T. Honey calcite's in there. Crystals for ADHD, maintaining focus, motivation, support healthy eating habits and organization, discernment and dream recall. You got it. So let's do prehnite. Lapis. So let's start with pre-night. This can be excellent for dream recall and anything around practices of intuition. So this is everything from lucid dreamings to tarot cards to runes, really anything you can think of, but it's especially good for things like dream time. So this would be really helpful with dream recall. It also helps with facilitating spiritual teaching and learning. And it can really be helpful for setting boundaries and holding boundaries, especially around refusing unfair demands. Let's see, polychrome jasper is great for motivation and also can kind of help focus to some extent too. So polychrome jasper helps to reignite your passions in life, especially towards your soul's purpose, and it can be helpful for breaking through indifference, for supporting self-confidence, and for giving you, like I said earlier, motivation. It also helps you with physical movement. So if you've been trying to get yourself to physically move more, if you have mobility issues, it can help in both of those aspects. It also helps connection with the soul star chakra, and the soul star chakra has everything to do with how we take our soul's purpose and make it actionable. Garnet is helpful for things like organization, practicality, making the most of our resources, which very much includes our time, and it helps with creativity, courage. This is one that also helps to ground us during times of change. So I'm going to bring in garnet. For kind of healthier eating habits, let's bring in blue apatite. This helps with our relationship with food in the role that it plays in our life. So that's fundamentally making things more healthy regardless of what direction you might be coming at it from. Maybe you're just looking to improve your diet or your relationship with food. Maybe it's weight gain or weight loss or anything in between, but this is very helpful stone. Also helps with learning about our soul's purpose and feeling encouraged and able to go ahead and go after that. It's wonderful for addressing anything that might be hostile and also for inner harmony and peace. Definitely good at strengthening our energy field too. Let's see. Yeah, we'll put that here. So yeah, our energy field or aura, this can help strengthen it. So that if you're someone who accidentally takes on the energy of others, blue apatite's one of those stones that can help you to not quite do that. Okay. Lapis is helpful for so many things, but especially for things like organization and for integrity. It's the talk-to-do ratio. It's the completing your promises and having follow through. It also helps with pain and inflammation, as well as career improvement, open, honest communication, and with vertigo and hearing loss. So that is lapis. And I'm also going to bring in chalcopyrite or peacock ore. This is a phenomenal stone when it comes to organized thinking. Executive function is often what that's called. It's like big, expansive, big picture planning. I struggle with it sometimes through PTSD, and this can definitely be an ADHD thing as well. It's also helpful for themes around birth and rebirth. So that is chalcopyrite or peacock ore. Hang on one moment. Oh, I thought that was going to be a sneeze. Oh, it was a yawn. I hope that helps, Lee. Let me know if there's anything more I can do. Oh, cool. Renee, you planted a few trees today and you would like some Kambaba jasper. Absolutely. Yeah, that'll help them grow. Also, that's how the Greeks used tree agate too. So Kambaba stone or Kambaba jasper, same stone, two different names. This helps with healing the environment, definitely helps with plants and crops and helping plants to thrive. Helps with courage, confidence, and with mental focus, as well as learning and meditation, and especially when it comes to learning languages. This is also helpful for finding patterns and errors in a lot of information. But yeah, this has long been thought helpful for like thriving plants to create more yield in the crops. So this is a good one to have. I have a big piece of Kambaba stone near my house plants. And yes, it is fossilized blue-green algae. So that is Kambaba stone. Awesome. Hooray on your trees, just in time for Earth Day. Yes, happy full moon, T. In fact, let's bring in some moonstone. Are you coming back up? You want to say hi again? Maybe, maybe not. So this is moonstone, helpful for anything that involves connecting to the moon and lunar cycles. This can also help us to connect to the divine feminine, to intuition, to older and ancient spiritual practices and healing methods. It also helps with attracting a really significant soulmate type love relationship. And it can be really helpful when it comes to releasing patterns that no longer serve, as well as accepting divine timing. So that is moonstone. There we go. And Lee, new financial abundance, new opportunity, and relationships. Gotcha. Financial abundance. Let's bring in carnelian. Carnelian helps with everything around relationships because it's very connected to the sacral chakra. And the sacral chakra is the center of relationships. This can also help call in a soulmate type relationship, as well as supporting healthy balance within relationships. It helps with healing wounds, colds, allergies, and also with creativity. So that is carnelian. Citrine helps with financial abundance. This helps to call on that financial windfall when you need it most. This is lovely for balancing logic with intuition, for fibromyalgia, and for addictions and compulsions. It also helps with making good financial decisions. And yeah, I think I mentioned it, but it's good for nausea as well. There we go. There we go. T, intentions encouraging health and growth, connecting to personal power, and walking the path with grace and confidence. Peacock ore, desert rose selenite, Caribbean blue calcite, moonstone, and amber. So we have all but two of those in. So let's get Caribbean calcite, amber, and let me think if there's any other ones that can support that. Larimer too. So in addition to the ones you requested, I'm going to bring in Larimer, which helps us to have confidence in our spiritual path. It helps us to connect with our spiritual purpose in our own unique way, and it allows us to feel confident innovating in that. So that is Larimer. go. And this is aragonite with Caribbean blue calcite. And that's two different types of calcites. The blue helps to connect with the soul star. That's above the crown, and that connects with our highest potential for our soul. That is the best we could hope for on a given day, given the opportunities that exist, but that's always changing. So that's a very intuitive connection, and it's almost like our spiritual North Star. The brown is aragonite, which is connected with the Earth Star, and that's where we can take our spiritual purpose and make it actionable in the world so that we can bring it forward. This also helps with balancing the flow of energy in the body overall. But when you have your spiritual North Star and you're feeling like you can show up in that way, kind of squared away and balanced, that is very powerful for manifesting your soul's purpose. So that is Caribbean blue calcite and aragonite. Maybe, there we go. There we go. And amber. This helps depression and seasonal affective disorder. It's lovely for creativity, and it helps to soften rigid attitudes, beliefs, and ways of thinking. It's helpful for attracting lasting love. It's been used for thousands of years for teething babies and for tooth pain. Helps too with releasing emotional blocks as well as negativity. And it's lovely for luck and protection. It's also a really helpful stone for any kind of mental health concerns. Very supportive in that regard. So let's go ahead and place some amber around. And let's see. And thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you think of anything else. Kanta intention, moving through present health challenge, successful healing and recovery. And on the other end of it, using what you've learned as you work on your next book. Good wishes and juju, please. And thanks, friends. Absolutely. So the big health stones that I would use are moss agate and tree agate, which are in there. But let's also do and I know this was probably requested by Sister Sheba, but Galena. This one can really help with healing insights on the physical level. And it helps with acne, boils, cysts. It helps with grounding, centering, and energy protection. Wonderful for hair health, hair growth, as well as mental and emotional transformation. It's linked to the winnings of money as well as the return of anything lost or stolen from you. And yeah, very transformative stone. But I think overall the part of this is the insight around your healing. So another one is Lemurian quartz, which helps us to learn as we go through a healing process so that we can take that wisdom and share with others as well as ourselves. So that's in the grid. And we'll do that. So I'm going to bring in some shungite. This helps physical recovery and tissue repair. So this will help your physical body. It also helps to relieve stress, emotional pain, and energy blocks while deep clearing the energy field. And this is shungite. So I'll bring in some shungite. go. And chrysocolla. And I think that this resonates for you, but a lot of us here today. So chrysocolla helps with making decisions that align with our highest good and our soul's purpose. And it can help you to encourage you as you follow your soul's purpose, as you make those moves. It's also really helpful for finding new means of creativity and creative outlets and ways to express yourself. So that is chrysocolla. So I hope that that helps. And affirmation station, discernment, being present, karma, angel guidance, and spiritual guidance. We are definitely like on focus tonight because so many of the same requests or similar requests that I would use the same stones for are coming in. Discernment, we've got one in there for that. We've got celestite in there. Being present is definitely Herkimer diamond. Angel guidance and spiritual guidance. So let's bring in angelite, sapphire. And let's bring this in too. So sapphire helps us to connect with our angels and guides, and it can even help us with channeling and mediumship so that we can share the best impressions that we have in a way that someone else could understand and get the most meaning out of. It helps dementia, thyroid, eyes, ears, and it also helps with channeling angelic energy and being open to a good possibility and a good outcome in really difficult times. So that is sapphire. Very angelic. Let's go ahead and bring that here. Angelite is, as the name would suggest, helps us to connect with our angels and guides. This is one that also helps us to feel connected to spirit and connected to source and provides a lot of spiritual protection. It's wonderful for connecting not only with the guides and spirits, but also with enjoying greater impact from sound healing. So that is angelite. There we go. And blue kyanite can help us to better understand the spiritual messages that are coming through. This is also helpful for radical self-acceptance and self-love. It helps to support neurological care, general healthy changes in life, and also with harmonizing pettiness, spite, and those kinds of immature types of behaviors. But this can really help when it comes to that spiritual guidance and understanding it, like recognizing it and understanding it when you see it. So let's go ahead with there we go. So that's blue kyanite. There we go. Good to see you, affirmation station. Something for clarity if we haven't yet. Definitely. We have a couple in there for clarity, but let's bring in let's take in some pyrite, which can be helpful. This also brings in the intuitive elements without, it brings in the intuitive elements while providing lots of protection. Also helps attract financial resources when needed. Lovely for fever, lungs, brain, and memory, information recall, studying, things like that. And it helps with the side effects of radiation treatments. So that is pyrite, also known as fool's gold. That can definitely help with clarity. And azurite. Azurite can be really helpful when it comes to insight and intuition. The insightfulness can help us with that clarity, can help us to notice what's right in front of us. It's helpful too for awakening to the spiritual self, and it helps with relieving worry as well as indecision. It's great for spiritual wisdom, connection with our guides, creativity, and for dissolving energy blockages and obstacles that are in our path. Helpful too for spinal alignment, muscle spasms, and calming and quieting your mind during meditation. So that is azurite. There we go. So I hope that helps. And Sister Sheba, Galena's in there, Rutilated is in there. Let's bring in some Numite. So there we go. So Numite, you might notice on this stone that as I move it, you get these bright flashes of like gold. That's labradorescence. So basically, Numite is a stone that can help us to, first of all, protect us from really dark energies. This is a stone that you can put near your spiritual tools like your tarot cards and crystals to help keep them clear. It's also really helpful at anything where you would be working beyond the veil. So when you're working around death and dying. It's also just intensely, on top of being intensely protective, this is one that can help us as we do our inner work, when we work within ourselves to see what's holding us back. This is one that can, as we dig deep into ourselves, find these moments of clarity, these moments of divine intervention, these moments of connection to spirit too. So it's sort of like as you go through the darkness, you'll see the light kind of stone. So that is Numite. So let's go ahead and put that here and here. Awesome. That's a really good request. I love that one. Good to see you, Sister Sheba. Larimer is exactly what you needed. I'm so glad to see it. Oh, I'm doing well, Catherine. How are you? Oh, wow. Editing your newest book and got it submitted under the wire. Like I had an hour left to submit the final copy. Oh, my goodness. Congratulations. Positivity, money manifestation, and headache. Positivity, money manifestation, and a headache. I think we have all of our headache stones in there. Yeah, we have blue lace agate, rhodochrosite, and we have pink tourmaline all in there. So there we go. Let's bring in some yellow calcite. This definitely helps with positivity and optimism, lots of self-confidence. This works with the solar plexus chakra, the center of self and personal identity. This can help you with setting boundaries and holding boundaries, as well as setting priorities in your life based around what's important to you. Also helpful for releasing any need for approval of others. So there we go. And we've got our really good money manifestors in there, but I feel like it's a good time for Cinnabar or Cinnabrite. Cinnabar are these bright red pieces here. That is mercury ore. Yeah, so super dangerous. But just these little tiny red dots are Cinnabar here. So this helps to attract people into a business. For thousands of years, this has been thought of as the merchant stone to call customers in. So that can definitely help with abundance, broadly speaking. So I will go ahead and bring this in. Ooh. But yeah, it is very toxic. So do be careful with Cinnabar or Cinnabrite. Oh, you're making a juju bag for your sister. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, hit that like button, friends. Thank you for the reminder, Kanta. And there were just a couple more. Oh, are you meowing at me? You want to come up, little Gertie Magoo? Oh. No. Yeah, we hear the doggo outside. Don't worry, doggo's not going to come inside. Oh, little Gertie. There we go. Okay, so we've got some fuchsite, chevron amethyst, zoisite, and zebra jasper. Zebra jasper is great when you feel just like stressed out to the point of like there's just nothing left. And it also helps you to stand up for yourself when you're in that position of overwhelm. Helpful too for bone disorders, breaking through apathy. It's very empowering. And it's wonderful for muscle spasms, taking the initiative, and kind of breaks down the inner rut sort of feelings we might get. So that is zebra jasper. Oh, lots of love to you too, Gertie. Zoisite helps with releasing negativity, as well as seasonal affective disorder and fertility, and it helps us to face our problems head on. This helps us to avoid the challenges and setbacks and obstacles that are in our path, especially if sometimes we are our own obstacle. This can help prevent procrastination. So that is zoisite. Go. For fuchsite, this helps us to have fun for the sake of fun. Very happy stone, joyous, and very inner child related. Oh, it's okay, Gertie. It helps to boost the energy of other stones. It's lovely for inner child work as well as for things like carpal tunnel, and it can be helpful for sleep issues as well as issues around spinal alignment. But yeah, we will bring in some beautiful fuchsite. There we go. And chevron amethyst. This can help with relieving tension in the body, and it can also help relieve pain. It's lovely for connecting to spirit, to angels, to guides, and for boosting anything that we're manifesting. Helps too with tolerance of others, with degenerative diseases, and with any kind of intuitive, more clairvoyant stuff. So shamanic journeying, as well as visionary work, scrying, any of that kind of stuff. So that is chevron amethyst. Oop. have a thread stuck to me there. There we go. There we go. Oh, and I think we are there. Beautiful, beautiful grid, everyone. Thank you so much for inspiring it. So you know the next thing. I'm going to go ahead and talk about what Reiki is, how it works, how to make the most out of our session, and then we're going to slide into the Reiki. So if you haven't already, hit that like button. Definitely do that and spend a moment thinking on the things that you are grateful for. That will lift the energy powerfully. So go ahead and do that. And if you're comfortable sharing it, go ahead and share anything that you are grateful for in the chat. And after I'm done explaining what Reiki is, we will head on to the healing. So thank you again so much for being here. Again, my name is Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. So happy to have you here tonight. If you are new here, definitely think about coming back. Definitely hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And if you want to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, my one-on-one distance healing or tarot readings, or if you would like to learn more about my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description, as are all my social media. And yeah, so let's learn what about Reiki. Oh, and what is the ADHD crystal again? That is chalcopyrite. Hang on, I've got a heavy kitty on me. Oh, but chunky babies. Okay, now you can have my lap back. Sorry, my leg was falling asleep, little one. There we go. So what is Reiki? Well, Reiki is, in most of the world, it's seen, especially in the Western world, Reiki is seen as a catch-all term for energy healing. Specifically, I work with Usui Reiki. This style of Reiki helps to have us basically connect to this energy in a way that is a really beautiful and secular practice of it. So this method, named after its founder, Mikao Usui, created in the 1920s Japan, where teaching anything that could even be misconstrued as religion, strictly forbidden, big time consequences. So this particular practice was made to be secular, to take the dogmas out of things like spiritual types of energy and make it so that it was accessible to everyone at that time. And I think that's a big part of why we love it in the West. So the concept of energy at the foundation of this practice comes to us from Shintoism, the indigenous spirituality of Japan, in which everyone and everything is interconnected and interlinked. And it's thought that spirit, however you define it in this case, supports us with this beautiful, loving soul's energy that supports us body, mind, and spirit so that we can do the things we do every day, and it includes the resilience we have moment to moment. So essentially what I'll be doing today is connecting to that energy that is thought to already be a part of you and me and everyone everywhere, and connect to it and then direct more of it to you using Usui's techniques. And all you have to do is be open to it, and by being here, you already are. So I generally encourage you to find a nice comfy spot to sit or lay down. Just get comfy and kind of treat yourself right and just allow the Reiki to do its thing. You don't have to focus on anything. You don't have to keep your mind silent. The Reiki will flow and do the work no matter what. But if you want to at any point in time, you can take a deep breath in and out, slowly come back to your body, and even deepen your session with a nice deep breath. So during the session, you're likely to feel some physical sensations, some emotional shifts, and maybe even some emotions rising up or releasing. On a mental level, you may be able to think some things through or parse them out in a better way. And in the spiritual realm, you may get some deep insights, some clarity, some wisdom. And you may also have a beautiful night's sleep, which is wonderful. So more than likely, your session will look like the perfect balance of all of those things. So I will send to you wherever you are and whenever you're watching this for 25 minutes. During that time, the lights will be turned down. You'll notice that they move slowly and gently from one color to the next. At no point will they flash or strobe. And I will turn the music up. If you enjoy the music, definitely check out the link at the bottom of the description to learn more about our musical creator. And thank you all of you who've provided any support for the show whatsoever, whether it's through super chats, super stickers, buying crystals, or even sending some money here and there to the links in the description. That really helps to do things like buying more crystals and also to have beautiful music that's made by a musician that we can play on stream. At the end of the 25-minute session, you'll hear my voice come back in. I'll invite you to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to your body. And at that point, I'll be able to kind of re-engage with you. I'll be able to answer any of your questions. I'll be able to hear any of your experiences. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and have a beautiful evening. But if you want to come on back, definitely know that I'm here 5 times a week. Check out the description in the description below to see all of the regular days and times that I stream. And know that Reiki isn't limited to my human limitations. Whether I am physically here live or not, the past healing live streams will always be there for you. And you can always enjoy the just hit the live button and watch any past stream. The energy will be there for you. So if any time you need a Reiki session and I'm not live, go ahead and help yourself to those. And most of all, thank you so much for being here. It's an honor and a privilege to be here with all of you. Thank you so much. And let's go ahead back into that beautiful grid. Oh, and thank you all so much, everyone who helped inspire this beautiful grid. Beautifully done. Thankful for dark chocolate. Absolutely. People picking up litter. Yep. A decent nap. Brownies. Aw. Catherine, you're grateful for your family and non-alcoholic wine. Oh, that sounds good. Grateful for job and health. Lovely. Awesome. And I'm happy for my 2 little fuzzy butts here. And for all of you. Thank you. So everybody go ahead, get nice and comfy. I'll see y'all in 25 minutes. Enjoy your sessions. invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to your body. Move your fingers and toes. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Yeah. Hattie, you want to come up? Gertie, do you have any purrs? I don't know who caught it there, but Gertie jumped up and blessed the grid. Yes, you did. You're welcome, Chris. I hope this helps. I really do. And as usual, I'll be here tomorrow at 4 p.m. East Coast US time. It does make the grid look like it's wearing a flower. Oh, little tiny Gertie. What you doing? You're so welcome, Tabs. You're welcome, Flower. Good to see you. Lots of love to you and your whole crew. Good night, Patty and Key and Catherine. Lots of love to you both. I'm going to go ahead and bring the stream to a close with an abundance of gratitude for all of you. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Oh, that's a big yawn. Oh, I'm going to sleep well tonight. All of you have a beautiful rest of your evening. Have a beautiful rest of your full moon. Take care and bye for now.